Hi everyone, welcome to this channel, the Merchant Construct-preneurs and Tutors, your go-to channel for everything construction, structural engineering, and engineering generally for fast, effective ways of doing construction. So today we're looking at construction machines and equipment and their uses on site, right? So we have the bulldozer, the image there, we have the dump truck, we have the power trowel, we have the tower crane. There are so many equipment that are used on site that most people don't even know their names or their uses. Or maybe because they've not been privileged to work on a big project, then they don't interface with it. But then you don't need to wait till when you have a big project to work on, then you start knowing the names and functions of all this equipment, right? So for every construction, generally, you need machines to actually make this work easier because manual labor will actually make you waste your time. It's time consuming, not waste of time actually. It's time consuming. It might not give you accurate results, and also the quality might not be guaranteed. So all these equipment they do various functions like lifting, digging, moving materials, and everything measurement to precision. So we're taking them one after the other. So we need to know the definition of what construction equipment are. Construction equipment refers to specialized heavy duty machines used to perform tasks that would otherwise be difficult, time consuming, or impossible from human labor. So they handle everything from excavation, grading, lifting, mixing, compacting, finishing, transporting, and so many other functions. So that's like when you are when you are casting a multi-story building, you do expect somebody to be as effective as a machine carrying concrete from the ground to, like you said, the 10th floor, the 11th floor. It won't be possible. Like you won't achieve whatever you want to achieve. So these machines are very, very important to be on set, especially when you are doing a large scale project, right? So we're looking at the factors that we require also that determine the equipment choice. So you don't just go to where they rent materials, where they sell machines, and then you just choose any machine. So there are different things you need to look at. So the first will be look at the nature of the work. What do you want to do? Do you want to excavate? Do you want to lift? Do you want to finish? Do you want to transport? That will determine what you want to use. The site condition, rocky, muddy, or confined. Do you know whether you want to use a stationary machine, you want to use a machine that has a track or a wheel? So you need to know what you want. So the next one is a project scale. Is it a big project, long term, short term? So you need to know whether you're buying or you're renting. So the fourth one, we look at the availability of the spare parts, also cost of operations. You need to look at that too. If not, you'll be running at a loss. So first, you need to look at also the classification of construction equipment. Earth moving and excavation equipment. They are used for cutting, filling, trenching, and general works. So just as we have the excavator, it digs trenches for foundations. The bulldozers and they clear and level large areas, right? So these are earth moving equipment. We also have other examples behind. So depending on the type of job or what you want to achieve, the excavator does its own job. The bulldozer clears in case you have a large area whereby you have trees and weeds. So you need to clear that so that you have your site to yourself, right? So other excavation materials, excavation machines, we have the backhoes. So the backhoes is it has a front loader and also an excavator together on one machine. Just can see in the image. You have the scrapers or the skid steer loaders. So these ones, they are mini dump trucks. So they load materials and move it within the site, especially for confined sites. They are motor graders. These ones are specifically for road surfaces. You grade the road like after excavating and then maybe the dump truck has dumped the soil. You need to now start taking it out. Like you need to start taking it out, right? So and spreading it along. So the next one is concrete and foundation equipment. So this has to do with concrete mixing, placement, compaction. So you have the concrete batching plant. As you can see in the image, they prepare and they mix the concrete. The trucks also moves it, just as you can see in the image there. The trucks are there to move the concrete from the batching plant. Then the pumps, when taken to the site, the pumps send the concrete, like pumps the concrete to exactly where it is being needed, right? So the vibrators, after the concrete has been pumped there, The vibrators remove the air bubbles and the air pockets in the concrete, ensures proper compaction of the concrete. Then this one, the pile drivers and rotary rigs, this one are used for deep foundations, for bridges or multi-story buildings whereby you need to drill for a deep foundation like a pile foundation, right? Okay, so look at the next classification. Next classification is the lifting and material handling equipment. So these ones are used for lifting heavy materials, components and structure, just as the name is lifting. So we have the tower crane first. So it is lifting now reinforcement to the top of the deck, bridge deck. Also lifts other materials. We have for the mobile crane. Mobile crane does the same thing as the tower crane, just that the mobile crane cannot get to if you it's not going to getting higher, then mobile crane can may not be able to send materials up there, but tower crane can be adjusted to any height provided the materials are on site, right? So other lifting materials or lifting machines, we have the hoist and forklifts. Now dis ones moves materials on site safely and quickly. Just as you can see from the image there, you have the hoist that is attached to the building just like a lift, and then we have the forklift feeding the material the hoist with materials like a bag of cement. Then the telehandlers does the same thing, especially when you don't have the hoist, and then the forklift cannot get to that point. So the telehandlers does the same thing, just as you can see from the image beneath, right? Okay, so look at the next classification, which is the road construction and compaction equipment. So this one is specifically used for road construction, for preparing surfaces and road surfaces and pavements. So we have the motor graders when the soil has been the ground has been prepared, like scrapped, and then is now leveling it so that other layers of the road might now be laid. So these graders try to level this thing. And then the asphalt pavers actually lays the asphalt on the ground, which is now run over by the road rollers, the road rollers, or the drum rollers, as we most of us know it as the drum rollers. So they compact the laid asphalt on the road surface to proper density and stability. Then the bitumen sprayer, this one is especially used for resurfacing old pavement and road. So you just spray bitumen and then add another layer of asphalt on it. Then it's being run over by the drum roller or the pneumatic roller. So we have the next one, which is the finishing, structural and support equipment. These ones are used during superstructure and finishing works. So for the finishing works, we have the scaffolds, just as you can see in the image there. It's used to do external works like on the building, painting, fixing of windows, for both support materials and the workers. While the what's the name? The acro prop supports the slab and the beams, the structural elements while it is being formed. So power trowels, these ones are used for finishes, floor finishes, right? Just as you can see. Then for the rebar benders and welding machine, so this one bends the reinforcement to the desired shape and makes work easier instead of the workers coming to bend one after the other. This can actually bend more and achieve more results. That's why it's called construction equipment, right? So the next, I think the last one is the transport and utility equipment. These are used for material hauling and logistics on site. Just as you have your dump trucks on the second image, taking soil from the excavator, and then the soil is being dumped in the dump trucks. Then we have the low bed. This one is used to transport a material, so this is transporting an excavator. So there are different other transporting materials. So we have under this classification, we also have the generators, the pumps and the compressors to give light, and the pump is to remove, like to blow dust from the side, especially when you want to cast and blow up any dirt there, pressure pumping. Then the surveying equipment for giving levels, whether for road construction or for building construction. So there are so many construction equipment, but these are the most common ones that we can find on site, especially on road construction and building construction, right? So thank you for watching this content. For more educative content on construction equipment, kindly like, share and subscribe to this channel, the Merchant Construct-preneurs and Tutors. Thank you.